As a Barcelona fan, when I look at the draws, I want to be very optimistic and say we are getting to the finals. But let us be very, very realistic with our expectations because we understand the predicament where we find ourselves. We have a very, very weak squad in terms of squad depth. We have a very weak squad. And that is one of our biggest problems. If all our players are available, I believe that we can beat anybody. Right? If all our players, if our first 11 is available, I believe that we can beat any team in Europe. But the problem is that whenever one or two players are missing in that team, you must always notice the absence. Frankie de Jong is injured right now, and I'm worried. I'm worried about that injury because who is going to replace Frankie de Jong? Marc Bernal, Marc Casado, or Eric Garcia? These are not up to standard. Right? So, yes, looking at our own side of the divide, I am optimistic that we should get to the semi-finals, but all my mind on the Champions League right now. My focus is let us make sure that we can at least be able to win the La Liga again. Retain that La Liga title again. If the Champions League comes, fine. If the Champions League does not come, no problem. We keep building. We keep, building the team. Because this team needs enough investment. This team still needs money. We still need to pump in money into this team for us to be strong contenders for the Champions League once again. If it comes, fine. We celebrate. We jump. If it does not come, let us make sure that we don't lose the league when we are chasing Champions League and lose the two at the same time. Then when I look at this Champions League, divide again, I think Arsenal are through. I think Arsenal are straight into the semi-finals. For me, Arsenal to the semi-finals. Because when I look at it, Arsenal, Bayern Leverkusen. Arsenal should beat Bayern Leverkusen comfortably. Then they will either beat Sporting CP or Bodo Glimt in the quarterfinals. Arsenal over 2 legs. Arsenal should be able to beat these 3 teams comfortably over 2 legs. So I feel like Arsenal are already in the semi-finals. Now it is dependent on who they are going to meet in that semi-finals. And it could either be Atletico Madrid, Tottenham, Barcelona, or Newcastle. Any of these teams can make it to the semi-finals. Let's be realistic, right? Newcastle have the capacity to beat Barcelona. They have it. Let us be very, very realistic. So, in as much as I'm optimistic, I want to believe that Barcelona will get to the semi-finals at least. I feel like Arsenal are already in the semi-finals. And I think if Arsenal play their cards well, they might be in the Champions League finals, right? And they might be winning this Champions League because everything is arranging itself for Arsenal. Just look at where Arsenal is. If Arsenal defeats Bayern Leverkusen, they could potentially meet Bodo Glimt or Sporting CP. They're going to like all these teams.